Kitty, kitty. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hell empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. And I was just going off into a meditate state, and it had like wind chimes and water features, and then it made me have to pee, so I got up, and then but when I was in my meditate state, I started thinking about cool stuff, so I'll get back to it. Anyway, we're having a hard time here. Energetically, I just don't feel good. My back hurts, my head hurts, and Mom, she don't feel good, and she's all closed up. So I just got her a piece of cheesecake, and she liked it a lot. It's just, she's just not having a good day. So, and then it's, I'm gonna go meditate and give her autonomy, give her some privacy, an hour, I'll, get her set with something if she wants me to change the channel or whatnot. But it's just the energy in our placements, Some people are living the best versions of their lives. Incidentally, happy wedding day! Wedding day, Barb and Ed Markle. Happy wedding day, Barb and Ed Markle. Cheers to the next. Cat, don't do it. Cheers to the next chapter, man. You both have earned it. Yeah. So, there are wonderful new beginnings for a lot of people, and it's cool to live vicariously through people sometimes, because sometimes that has to sustain you, being joyful for other people and remembering the joyful times you've had in yourself, and those are what carry you through the hard times, So, kitty! Stanley, make good choices! No! He stayed on this side of the fence. Thank goodness he's jumped the fence before. And then I've had to jump back, jump over him after him, because it's a big yard and he's too important to me, So, and my knee hurts. My right knee hurts real bad today. I don't know what I strained it in my sleep, because it was fine when I went to bed. And sometimes I sleep like a frickin' starfish. Trying to keep me comfortable and 3 dogs, and sometimes Stanley's has been extra chilly, so he's been sleeping, so he's been coming and hanging out. But they all have their different particularities, Tucker likes to be, I don't need to get into it, but they all got their spots and stuff. See, we're all routines, we're all just patterns. Sometimes people's routines and patterns fit with people, You live in your ecosystem. Everybody has their way of doing things. You guys all have to make things work, cohesively. Some people's little ecosystems are smaller. Some people's are really big. They have a lot of cooperation, a lot of help. Man, I can't wait to step into that vibe. I'm getting tired of doing all this stuff by myself, man. Anyway, I'm a hard worker. I just don't like this kind of hard work. It's just wearing on me. Yeah. So, I'm under a tree, enjoying the nature, and I'll take my socks off, put my feet in the earth, and let the earth have all the woes in me. And then I'll go meditate, and then won't be nothing, It's just another day on a spiritual path, waiting to get to the next level. A lot of people are in a holding pattern. Saturn, Pluto conjunct. All this energy, man. But it don't really matter unless, how it's going to land on you. A lot of people are fired up, the injustice, but you see it played out. If you see it, freaking revolution has started. It never stopped, since the 60s. There's always been people speaking out against governments, politicians, rich people, controllers. Now they're all dying out, and they're tired, and all the corrupt crap that they've done to get themselves to where they are today is all coming out, Such is life, because the truth always comes out. The truth always comes out. So, I saw, I haven't seen it on mainstream news, but something that I track, I saw there's about 1,000 people, kids. See, that's the thing. Kids get bored. They don't have, you know, and I think it's great what their back really, really hurts. I stretch it out. I think it's great what they're doing, though. I support them, you know. Whatever you believe in, and they don't believe in abusive, violent police. So they're protesting against that in New York City. Stopping. I mean, yeah, it's inconvenience, but you know what? Anybody born to your recollection, just like come in after coming out of the birth chute, not screaming. They come in and they're just like, oh, alright, I'm here, let's do some stuff. The only one that came into the world that way. I didn't. I came to the world causing a great imbalance in my mother, because when they were open, they were like, it's just taking over, and they sterilized her at the same time. It's all that stuff that they say never happened, but really happens, you know? Anyway. So the patterns that are coming out, see, because that's the thing, is because Mom just assumed do the same thing every day with slight variations, and that ain't easy for me. So I mix it up with flavors. I mix it up with food variety and stuff like that, and coming outside, being under the tree and things like that. Cause she could just do the same thing. So, but you know, I'm coming up with new ideas too, and these ideas are hopes of getting me closer to freaking back to Northern California, where I want to be, where I know people. So there won't be years like this or days like this, because I'll get my big red truck and I'll drive up the road and freaking see a buddy, you know, people I've known 30, 25 years. And there's a bunch of places that I always wanted to see around Redding that I never got to go. There's a lot of places that I went when I was a young girl that I'd like to revisit. These are places I'd like to report with, you know, other places. And I'd make a heck of a tour guide, so if anybody wanted to come along, I'll give you the Northern CA Experience Ayoko way. Yeah. And heck, if we want to go on down to the San Francisco Bay, I always got friends down there. I could stop in and say hey. Because that's what life is all about. Just having experiences with your friends. It's not supposed to be rough and tough and tumble. You know? It took me the first part of my incarnation to figure that part out. And that's why I want to do these videos. So maybe people will be like, take the shortcuts and don't go my way. I ain't even been meditating the last 2 days. This is going to be the first day I'm going to be in meditative state, because, you know, the veil is the thinnest. Was the thinnest, you know. Mercury's retrograde, so I'm letting that stuff settle out, sort itself out. So I'm just freaking chilling, just riding the flow, yo. I'm a little bit bummed because things like my shows I've been watching, I'm coming to the end and they're expired, you know. Into that timeline, Broad City I've been watching. I only have a couple episodes left. So, anyway, things are pretty okay. I feel better when I get up and around. Maybe that's what I'll do before I go. That's what I'll do. I don't need to. I just made the declaration in my own mind. So, what else is going on? Oh yeah, I haven't been doing meditate state the last few days, because, you know, it was when the veil's the thinnest, and not everybody has your best intention in mind, you know. People think ill will for you. That's a freaking intention that's set out there, you know. So when the veil's thin, I'm not going to freaking put myself in a vulnerable state at all, with all the protection, rock, stones, or whatever. I'm just not going to meditate for a couple days. But to each his own, you know. I have meditated. I shifted. I listened to Alan Watts the last couple days, and I got to check back in with him. You know, I love listening to people talk. I just rather listen to people that say stuff that I ain't never heard before. It makes me go, ah. You know, I've heard just hearing the same stuff over and over and over and over and over. It's just like, There ain't never a different result, but that was a joke there. Anyway, Stanley's over there looking real pretty in the sun. You getting the sun rays? Yeah, Stanley, Stanley. My last cat, he passed away. Sid Ray was his name. Sid Ray. Yeah. His parents were brother and sister. He was crucial in me figuring out the vibration of love. Yeah, and how it tormented him. So, he was only 10 when he passed away. And I got 10 years with him, and the thing of it is he helped me sort that part out. And because sometimes people are told that they're loved by people, and then the people that say it do terrible things. So then the toldee, as just a little imprinty, as a little computer, just says, okay, so love equates people that do terrible things to me. That's what love is, pain, you know. So as I see it, that's kind of how the world got to be such a painful place, is because people got taken advantage of, you know. And I'm just want to teach people how to listen to themselves, find their own joy. So once you do that, that's where the freedom is. Economic, spiritual, in all ways, that's where the freedom. People can't hurt you. People have tried for 45 years to break my spirit, and they can't. Because my humor, my joy, my desire, my zest, my moxie, it's bigger than that. So let yours be bigger than that too. Hope you have a right evening. Peace. Kitty, kitty, meow.